Hello reception, I hope you're keeping happy and safe inside your home. So today we're going to take a final look at our bread. We've left it out now for 2 weeks. In Scot class we left out 2 different pieces of bread. One bread has been left out for 2 weeks and one bread I've left out for 1 week in a bag with a little bit of water. I talked to you a little bit last time about mould, which I thought would have grew on the bread if we left it. But this is an important lesson. Not all experiments work. My predictions, which means my guess about what was going to happen wasn't correct. I thought if we left bread out, it would grow mould, and my bread hasn't grown mould. Mould is like little black specks, sometimes blue or grey, all over the bread. When I say this, maybe you're saying to the camera, my bread grew mould. Well, mine didn't. Let's have a look at my bread and use our different senses. So let's look at the one that's been out for 2 full weeks. Here it is. It still looks the same. It looks a tiny bit smaller than it did before, but it still looks like a piece of bread. It hasn't exploded. I'm having a look for mould and I don't see any. Let's have a listen. Yep, it's still making that tapping noise because it's still hard. When I'm having a feel, it's still very hard. Now what's unusual is it's not as hard as it was last week. It's a little bit softer, but it's still quite hard. It's not flexible. I'm not able to bend it. I'll try bend it really hard. It snapped. That didn't happen before. The bread used to bend in half, didn't it? Let's look at our bread that we put into a bag with a little piece of water. It looks the same as well. It's still a little bit damp. I'm able to press my fingers into it and it's still a little bit squishy. Whereas this bread, I'm not able to squish my fingers into it at all, am I? So adding that little bit of water kept the bread a little bit fresh. However, I'm not going to be rushing to eat this because the bread is past its expiry date. What about your bread? Have a chance now to stop the video and have a look at your bread to see if it's like mine or if it's completely different. Off you go. Stop the video. Welcome back. Did you have a look at your bread? What I want you to do now, because I challenged you last week to draw a picture of bread when it started off, so how it looked before. Can you draw a picture of what you see in front of you? If you don't have a piece of bread, you can use mine, because we've talked about it, so you can rewind a little bit of the video so that you can see again what I described about it. I want you to draw and see, can you label the different pieces of your bread? So if you have mould on it, those little specks, you can draw a line and write mould. And then you can colour that in your piece of bread as well. If your bread just looks normal, you can just draw it. But maybe you can write some words about what it looks like, what you hear, and what it smells like. You know you can't taste it, but you can feel it, so you can write that down too. Can you stop the video and draw your piece of bread for what it looks like now? Off you go. Stop the video. Welcome back. Okay, one final challenge for you. Mould has not grown in my bread, which is what I predicted. I want you to look up what mould is. Now, you might need a family member to help you with this, and make sure you do that when they've stopped working and they're not busy, okay? Have a look and see what mould is, and can you record a video of you describing 3 different things you could tell me about mould? Maybe you could tell me where it grows. So what different foods does it grow on? Maybe you can tell me why it grows. And try and tell me, why did my bread not grow mould? I can't wait to see your videos of you telling me what mould is and what I did wrong when I was trying to grow it on this bread to show you what happens to bread after its expiry date. Take care, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye!